Greetings, blessed be, this is Gilles Mansillon, and I come to you today to make a reading for the months of October, November and December 2015. I thought I would address the more romantic aspect of life, and so if your ascendant is in Aquarius, if your sun is in Aquarius, if your moon is in Aquarius, if you have, which is your emotional world, if Mars is in Aquarius, which is your sexual nature, or if Venus is in Aquarius, which is your point of attraction, then this reading may be of interest to you. Personally, I have some very important Pisces, ascendant Pisces, but I have a very important planet in Aquarius. I have Saturn, which is a key planet. I got Vesta, which is very important, Icarus, Panacea, and Hopi. And so basically I've had some relationship with Aquarius women, and they're really fun, because Aquarian are the most progressive sign. They're very original. Of course it depends what are the other influences that can temper it or emphasize certain aspect depending on your other influence. But basically we are moving into the age of Aquarius, which is moving outside the norm, outside the box. And so it is the most experimental sign, and so for true Aquarian, it wouldn't be shocking to in terms of relation to be really exploring some things that could be very completely inappropriate to other signs, such as pornography or group sex or cyber sex, all those things. For an Aquarian, it's nothing. It's really no big deal. They're really detached emotionally for most of them. It's the most androgynous sign. It is ruled by Uranus, the planet of awakening. Aquarians are very social. They're very friendly sexually, and they're very universal. They're very loyal as well. It's really the most progressive sign, and the most one of the most exploratory. And so I'm going to be drawing some cards to address the energies for the next 3 months in terms of relationships. Of course, it always depends. If you don't know your charts, you may want to look it up on the internet to see what are those 10 major planets and how they interact together. Once you know them, they'll be you can memorize them. They'll be yours for the rest of your life. And then there are hundreds of other little planets that are also very powerful influence that do come into play, but they will later come into the discussion of astrologers. For now, they're working with major, maybe 10 or 15 planets. And so for you, basically, in terms of relationship, it is about fulfilling this ideal, this most magnificent relationship. It is about graceful, the most graceful, the most perfect, there is all this potential that is here. It is the King of Cup. I'm using the Venetian Casanova deck. It is somewhat romantico-erotic, and so it is about allowing this divine grace, this flow, to come through you, to really, because the more you are able to move into your own flow, into connecting to your own soul and true desire, the easier it will be to attract the right partner or to deepen the relationship. But for now, this is mostly, if you're already in a relationship, then I'm sure it will deepen if that's what you're looking for. But if you are looking, then you want to attract the most ideal partner. Around this situation, there may be the understanding that people are wearing masks. It's the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is an idea that people are wearing masks, and so you have to be cautious and careful on how you deal with them, because they may not be all straightforward. In your conscious mind is the Hermit. The Hermit is about taking care of yourself. It's about lighting your way. It's about being true to yourself. It is about being happy when you walk alone and be happy in relationship as well. In your distant past, in your subconscious, there's been you have been able to exercise the patience and let things unfold, and so now you have emerged into this great opening of the heart, which is the card of strength. It is force. Yeah, it is two lovers that are deeply connected, and so it's a very potent time. Although it may feel like you may have to spend some time alone, there is also the potential for deep communication, deep merging. And so what's coming up in the near future is a victory for you, something that you've been wanting, and so this victory means intimacy. Intimacy is about sharing some deep internal energies. Intimacy is your own connection to your own heart, that when you meet someone that has on the same frequency, you're able to share, to explore that deep internal connection. It is not something that can be forced. It is, but when it's there, you can enjoy it. And so that is what the victory is about. What further you on the way to victory, for some reason, is the idea of lack. But this idea of lack brings you strength in some way, which is kind of strange. But you will be furthered by or direct communication can be useful to eliminate all lacks. And then, in order to help you in the way to victory, what can help you is clarity. The more you can be clear about yourself, keep a clear mind, the easier it will be to achieve that victory. Because in this situation, what you are the page of wand. And the page of wand is one who has mastered all the old fear in order to dance into the flame without getting burned. So you can really let go of those old things and move into something new. And this freedom from fear allows you that. However, the world around you does not reflect you all this excitement just yet. So there is so there could be feeling like things are not moving as fast as you would want on the emotional level, but it requires a little bit of patience, because right now it is this Four of Cups, which is the moon in Cancer. The moon in Cancer can be overwhelming, or it can be really boring. It depends on the situation. But what will come from that is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune means that the miracles will manifest around you so that you can partake in them. And so in your inner emotion, there is a natural, deep, powerful, profound transformation. It is the card of death. And the card of death in the tarot is a wonderful card, because it talks about changes that do not require efforts. So it's about changes that are so natural, they change by themselves. And so by allowing this transformation to happen, which you are able to move quickly through things and attain what you are seeking to attain. The key and the outcome will be the Queen of Cup. She's very sexy. The Queen of Cup. She's one who needs to express her emotion in order to get this reflection from the world in terms of beauty, in terms of fulfillment. And so you may not be yet able to meet the people that you are seeking in order to share your emotion, but this will come very shortly. Or if you have that, the more you will be able to express your emotion, to express your true feeling, the better off you will be, because even if they're not reciprocated, at least you will know. So you won't have to linger into anything. But if the more you are able to express those emotions, the more you will be able to enjoy this shared time, this shared moment, this deep connection. And for now, you have to still stay focused on yourself, stay focused on the light within yourself, and allow this energy, this grace, this wonderful energy to become more and more part of your life. For it manifests in many ways, in small ways, but grace is something that can become permanent. And so as we move forward, we have to we have to take the time to keep an eye to the past, but two eyes to the future, and be present in the now. And so, but you have been freed of all the limited fear that used to hold you back in the past, and so you did your work. You moved into something more open, more open heart, and the victory is right around the corner. The only danger is that not to accept any limitation in terms of lack or of any kind, because abundance is really your true nature. You are an expansive divine being, and so you do not need to allow temporary delays to keep you away from your true desires and from your goals. So on those words, I am going to wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful time coming to the winter solstice. That in 2016 we're going to have a new, completely new energies. But for now, there is many things to be enjoyed, many things to be shared. And if you have any comment or questions or anything you wish to share, please leave them in the comment box or send me a message. I'm always very happy of our interactions. I hope what I said made sense. It's all, of course, very general. It's not. I hope there was something that can guide you to understand what is going on, so that you may be more empowered in terms of understanding the energy of the time, so that you can move with ease and find this ability to be expressive on the emotional level. I thank you very much. I wish you a nice day. Namaste.